Yo, what's good YouTube? It's Christian. I'm back again with another reaction video, and today we got another cartel video. This one is the Mexican cartel chainsaw murders, and it's the story of Felix Garcia and Barnabas Castro. I think that's how you say his name, but I've never heard of this, but it does sound pretty fucking crazy, to be honest. I've seen a lot of people covering this video, but I have to go with my boy Disturbed Reality's video, you feel me? Like the last video, I'm not sure but it's in 480p, so you guys are just gonna have to thug it out with me. But yeah, you guys have been really fucking with these kind of videos lately, so I'm gonna just keep doing it because I actually like this kind of shit. I'm really into like that gore stuff. I'm really into like the murder stuff, and like just me and my mom are like that, you feel me? And it's never really like bothered me that much compared to like other people, but it is what it is. I guess it's just how you grow up, you feel me? So we're just gonna get straight into it. So yeah, let's get it popping.
Welcome back to Disturbed Reality. Today we will be covering a case linked with one of Mexico's most infamous drug cartels, and this involves the capture and murders of Felix Gamez Garcia and Barnabas Gamez Castro. These murders were recorded and uploaded to the internet, and subsequently shared by many gore sites online. The victims in the video were Felix Gamez Garcia and his uncle Barnabas Gamez Castro. These men in
Cartel de Sinaloa. You can't look, I say this all the time. The cartel ain't no one to play with, bro. The cartel isn't gonna let you off easy. They're not gonna fucking be like, oh, you say sorry? Yeah, alright, go ahead and leave. Like, no, they're not gonna fucking do that. That's not what they do.
For the notorious Sinaloa cartel, run by Joaquin Guzman, better known as El Chapo. The Sinaloa cartel is one of the most recognized in Mexico. It's a large international drug trafficking, money laundering, and organized crime syndicate established during the late 1980s.
Is this the biggest cartel in Mexico right now?
In the city of Culiacan, Sinaloa. The United States intelligence community considers the Sinaloa cartel to be one of the most powerful drug trafficking organizations in the world.
That's insane,
so they're certainly not to be messed with. But let's get back to Felix Gamez Garcia and Barnabas Gamez Castro. The infamous video starts with both men sitting against what appears to be a rundown wall or building. Both men are shirtless and both men have been restrained, with their hands behind their back, either handcuffed or tied up. The video starts with both men being interrogated in Spanish. From what it appears in the video, there are multiple captors, including at least 2 gunmen. So these men are outnumbered, outgunned, and restrained.
You know how fucking scary that probably has to be to get captured by like the cartel and shit, or like even getting captured in general. But like, say they put the bags over your head type shit, and then they take you somewhere. You get to the location, they take the shit off your head, and it's the fucking cartel, bro. I'd be shitting my pants.
Spanish, but I have done some research in regards to what was being said in the interrogation. Now, there are numerous descriptions out there of what was being said in the video, but after delving forums and Reddit, there are a few descriptions that kind of match each other, so I'll give you the gist of what was going on and what was being said. The interrogation starts as both men identify themselves as Felix Gamez Garcia and his uncle, Barnabas Gamez Castro.
Damn, bro.
Felix Gamez Garcia sold drugs in Phoenix and then was arrested and sent back to Mexico. In Mexico, he was tasked with taking messages to and from El Cholo, which is the acting leader.
Nah, see, look, I just reacted to the video yesterday about like the death of El Cholo and all that, and it all leads back to the people that are going against these major like cartel leaders, and it's insane.
Guzman, which is their real leader, but is in prison. Barnabas Gamez Castro, Felix's uncle, said that he hooked up with the cartel through his nephew, and that he just ran errands for them. He was working on getting a 3/4-ton pickup released, which had been confiscated, and had also taken radios to a colonel they had on the payroll. Barnabas Gamez Castro mentioned that the last errand that he ran, he got paid 300 pesos, and in conversions in the UK, that is about £10, and in the US, it is roughly $15.
$15?
Crazy when you're taking that sort of
$15 to do all that shit? Bro, $15 to do that. That is fucking insane, bro. That is crazy.
Risking hard time in prison.
Exactly.
Or worse, ending up like this.
Exactly.
Look, you're getting paid.
I was talking facts.
it's absolutely insane. It really is. I mean, we see media these days, whether it be movies, TV shows like Narcos, they'll kind of paint the picture a certain way where, yes, they'll point out that that lifestyle is very dangerous and very risky, but they'll also point out how glamorous it is, the money, the cars, the women, the mansions, the parties. They'll kind of glamorize it in a certain sense, but in reality, 99% of people in those cartels, the foot soldiers, really aren't getting any money whatsoever, and they are living a terrible, dangerous life.
So like, once you get in the cartel, can you not get out? Like, are they gonna kill you type shit? Or nah, they have to. There's literally no way, right? Like, there's no way they're just gonna let you leave. And you know how he said the people, basically the foot soldiers at the bottom of the cartel, doing all like the errands and all that shit, how they make no money? At what point, at what rank, you know how there's different ranks in it, when do you start making that type of money? Like, what, I wonder what the people did at the top to like get all that glamorous shit and get to the ranks they're at now and like get the respect they did. They must have had to do some crazy shit, bro. Like, they're literally living like GTA. It's literally GTA and Call of Duty for them, but in real life, and it's fucking crazy to me.
For basically nothing. But yeah, back to the interrogation. Essentially, both men went on to say not to steal from the cartel, and that if you witness something, just keep your mouth shut and avoid these people. The uncle,
is that what they did?
Castro, said that he wanted to tell people not to get mixed up in this because it wasn't worth it, and he said that he and his nephew's lives were now worthless, and that was all he had to say. So yeah, essentially from the rough translations online, it appears that these men in the video stole from the cartel. A lot of people...
Why the fuck would you steal from the cartel knowing what's gonna happen to you? Like, you're not gonna get away, bro. Like, have you seen and heard all the stories that they go through, that people being captured and shit? Like, there's no way you're gonna get away. If they have like so many people involved, you're gonna get found. It's fucking, I don't know.
Describe the men in the video as snitches, but that doesn't appear to be the case. It does appear that they were stealing from the cartel, which is hardly any wonder when these guys are getting paid 300 pesos per job.
$15.
In a nutshell. After that, it gets bad, really bad. And before I describe what goes down in this video, again, I would implore you guys not to watch this content. Again, it's just not worth it. It does absolutely nothing for you or your psyche. Before I describe what goes on, I'll roughly give you the backstory on how I watched this video. Now, I saw this video shortly after it came out, and if memory serves me correct, that was around 2011
Damn,
or 2012.
That's a long ass time ago.
It was one of those 2 years. I was definitely still at college, so I would have been around 17 years old. And at
2011, I was 12 years old, and if it was 2012, I was 13. That's crazy. This guy is fucking way older than me, Jesus.
Time, you know, I was still going through my edgy teenager phase, and when this video came out, it actually got quite a bit of traction online. Not quite as much as Three Guys One Hammer, which I covered previously, but quite a few people were talking about this online, and even amongst each other. But yeah, ultimately I watched this video at college. We was all on lunch break, and one of my friends got it up on his phone, and like the little edgelord that I was back then, I decided to watch it. And here's essentially how it went down. As I was previously describing, the start of the video is just the interrogation. Both men sitting against the wall, being interrogated. Once the interrogation ends, that's when the murders take place. And the first guy to be murdered is the uncle, Barnabas Gamez Castro, and he actually had his head sawed off by a chainsaw. Obviously, that's an extremely brutal way to go. A lot of blood. The blood was actually spraying on his nephew, Felix Gamez Garcia.
You only ever see shit like this in movies, and they don't even really show it in the movies. Like, it's just insane the ways that, or like the shit that they do to people, bro. It's just, it's so inhumane. Like, it's fucking crazy. This is why you should be scared of the cartel, and you should not fuck with them. No matter what you do, like, just stay away.
And yeah, Barnabas Gamez Castro got decapitated by a chainsaw, and it all happened rather quickly. It was all done within a few seconds. So yes, extremely brutal way to go, extremely visceral, But ultimately, it was a quick way to go. A lot of these cartels are known for long drawn out and excruciating
That is
deaths.
true. The last video I reacted to El Cholo, they were torturing bro for like 2 hours. So that compared to this doesn't seem that bad compared to that. Like, well, it's just a faster way to die. What would you guys rather get if you had to pick, would you rather this happen or just get tortured for 2 hours, right? Like, I don't know.
All their enemies. And some may say that Barnabas was lucky to have his life ended so quickly. I do believe that was for a reason. Obviously his nephew Felix Gamez Garcia seemed to get him involved, and his nephew Felix Gamez Garcia seemed to have deeper ties with the Sinaloa cartel. So Barnabas had his head decapitated by a chainsaw. By the way, the striking thing about this video, from what I remember, was how nonchalant the guys were in accepting their fate. They wasn't kicking, they wasn't screaming. I mean, they basically accepted what was coming to them.
Why would you scream and kick, bro? That's only gonna make things worse. Like, it's not gonna make them stop. They're gonna keep doing it, so might as well just like accept it, bro. Just do what you gotta do, bro.
So yeah, Barnabas was decapitated with a chainsaw, but unfortunately for him, he didn't have such a quick demise. Bear in mind that he saw his uncle just get decapitated with a chainsaw, and now it's his turn. He gets decapitated, but not with a chainsaw. Felix Gamez Garcia is decapitated with a hunting knife. This method took far longer than the chainsaw. I would estimate that it took around 2 minutes to complete the job.
Nah, you know what's crazy is that, like, I've seen so many videos of people getting like beheaded by like the hunting knives and the axe and shit. Like, that looks like, it just looks like fucking hell, bro. Like, it's like they're literally just chopping off a piece of meat basically, and fuck, that's crazy. I don't wish that upon anyone, bro. Like, fuck. But I don't even know what to say.
Throughout this time,
think about it.
Castro was
$15 they were making.
The captain begins sawing his neck with a hunting knife, and throughout this you can hear Felix Gamez Castro struggle, gurgling on blood, struggling for breath obviously, and the noises throughout the second decapitation in this video were hideous, to be honest. That's one thing I remember from this video, watching it way back when. It's the noises of Felix Gamez Garcia that got me. And yeah, there was a lot of blood, and he was feeling every bit of it for as long as he was alive. But eventually they do decapitate him, and they hold his head to the camera and place his head on his torso. And that essentially was the video. It served as a purpose to let the guys in the cartel know this is what happens to you if you snitch and if you steal, and also just a warning in general to anybody who crosses them. The cartels in Mexico record a lot of murders for this reason, and that's why a lot of these murders caught on tape by the cartels are extremely brutal. And
you know what's crazy too is, like, I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
Extremely graphic, because they want to send a message to anybody who will mess with them, essentially. And actually there's a lot of speculation to say that ISIS actually took a lot of inspiration from these cartel videos. That's how hardcore a lot of these cartels are, and there are some gruesome stories out there.
Oh, I knew what I was gonna say. You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say, it's crazy because, like, if you're in the cartel and they're like, they tell you to go kill and do this to certain people, like, you can't say no, bro. You have to do it. So even if, like, you don't want to do it at all, you're like, you're sitting there shitting your pants, and you have to do it, bro. Like, you have to grab that chainsaw and do whatever you gotta do. You have to grab that knife and do whatever you gotta do, no matter what. Like, no matter what you feel, no matter how, like, bad you feel towards the people, you're gonna have to do it. And then I feel like once you do it so much, you get to the point where you just stop feeling anything, bro. Like, it's just another day. It's like your whole reality is fucked up. Like, I don't know. That's just...
And some real gruesome content. In fact, we might do a couple of more cartel videos.
Yo, shout out to Disturbed Reality. You actually have really pretty good videos. The only thing is the fucking 480p shit. But I don't know what's going on with that. But your videos are pretty good, so I'm gonna leave the original video down below. So if you guys want to go check it out, just click the link in the description. For some reason, bro, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I grew up with my mom, like, and my stepdad watching all this shit. But, like, seeing the gory videos of people getting killed and their heads chopped off, like, it doesn't bother me. Like, it doesn't bother me as much as it does other people. It's weird. And, like, I don't know if you guys went or if you guys know of it, but there's a museum of death in Hollywood, and I went there and that shit was crazy, bro. Like they have literally so much graphic shit everywhere, and it's just of murderers and fucking crazy shit, bro. And I was like, damn. And that's why I find all this stuff interesting. Like I like learning about all this stuff, and it's just, it's not cool obviously, but it's just interesting. And I know you guys like watching it too. Like I'm not the only ones. Like I have friends that like this shit too. But anyways, comment down below what you guys want me to react to next. Subscribe for new. Like this video if you enjoyed it. I'm out.
Sorry, God, I gotta go.